beautiful people. This is Marisa Anglin. I'm giving you the tea on everything healthy. Today we're going to finish our video, part 2 on anemia. We did part 1 where we talked about causes, symptoms, and touched briefly on the remedy. In this video, part 2, we're going to discuss even deeper. We're going to dive in deeper into the remedies that can be applied in treating anemia naturally. Now, I have to put a disclaimer in. I don't know what you're given. I don't know what your doctor have provided to you that might be a conflict by taking any of these steps. So make sure you speak to your medical provider before applying any of these natural remedies. Now, I did that. So let's go and dive into what natural remedies you can apply in treating anemia. We always want to know the cause. Many causes to diseases is, to me, in my understanding, is based on stress. Then again, we can also say lifestyle. But we first want to look at, is there any stress that might be hindering my body healing itself and working properly? Now, most patients who are anemic are given supplements like iron because there's an iron deficiency as it relates to anemia. My question is, why is that? We talked about in the previous video that one of the causes is the GI tract. Now, if there's a problem with absorbing nutrients and vitamins, then there is going to be a deficiency in iron. So we want to make sure if the GI tract is the issue, we want to correct the GI tract. But if we're letting that continue to be an issue and we're taking iron pills, we defeat the purpose. If there's an issue with the GI tract, we want to know what's causing the issue. Is it stress? Is it my diet? These are the things that helps us to look deeper to make sure we're fixing the problem, not putting a Band-Aid on the problem. Does that make sense? Okay, thank you. Now, one thing that you want to eliminate from your diet, if you can't see the board, please take notes. I hope you can hear me. I'll be as clear as I can possibly be if the visual on the board is not sufficient. Now, one of the things that you want to eliminate is milk, dairy. Why milk? Why should I get rid of it? The reason for this is because milk inhibits the absorption of iron. So if you're taking all your greens, which is one of the things that we want to add, but it's still not working, we want to make sure that we're not doing something or ingesting something that would hinder the absorption of the vitamins I should be getting from my greens. But we also talked about one of the causes is a peptic ulcer or intestinal parasites. That might be the issue why what you're doing is not working. Again, we want to dig. What is the reason why I'm going through what I'm going through? And I'm not just putting a Band-Aid. And so we want to make sure we eliminate dairy from the diet. And there's so many substitutes for that. Now, the other thing we want to eliminate is alcohol, caffeine. These also will inhibit the progress of your healing. We want to eliminate or reduce greatly. Refined foods. Your white rice, your white flour, your white sugar, things that have been eliminated, the fiber have been eliminated from these foods. So you're not getting any fiber, which can cause one to be constipated or not go regularly as they should, which can create other health issues. And so we want to decrease to the point where we eliminate processed refined foods. Now, commercial beverages, too much sugar. Let's go with healthier sugars, okay? We'll talk about all these alternatives in another video. But there's just a few things that we want to just eliminate or decrease greatly in our diet. The next thing we want to make sure that we add is your greens. Why? Because it has plenty of iron and it will help with your overall health, give you those vitamins and nutrients that you need or may be lacking. But the high one that I want to make sure you add to that is alfalfa. You use so many nutrients and vitamins in that. Now you can get the herb that is already dried and make a tea from that daily, once, twice a day, morning and evening. That would help. But you have your greens like your mustard greens, your collard greens, your kale. You can juice it, eat it raw, or cook it. Don't overcook it though. But definitely get your greens, whether in liquid form or through your food. Now, the other thing we want to make sure we look into is blackstrap molasses. You cannot not have blackstrap molasses if you have anemia. Drop the mic. Now, I have heard from people saying that it makes their stomach upset. I'm not sure about that. Maybe you might want to take it with some cashew milk that you made from home. Maybe you need to take it with water if you're trying to take it with just straight from the bottle. This is blackstrap molasses, right here. Or maybe you're not taking it with lemon. Maybe you need to take it warm. Maybe you need to take it, later in the evening, in the morning. Find out what works for you. But if you're not diabetic, you definitely want to make sure you have blackstrap molasses. And how would you take that? You would take blackstrap molasses, maybe 1 to 2 tablespoons in a cup of water, and add half or whole lemon, freshly squeezed lemon juice, and you would drink that at least once or twice in the day, repeatedly every day for a couple of months till you see the doctor to get your results to see if anything has changed. Also, you want to have beetroot. We're going to do another video talking specifically on the benefits of beetroot. And I talked about briefly on another video, but not in detail, why you need beetroot in your diet, okay? This is for everyone. Now, we talked about lemon juice, mixing it with that. And the reason we want lemon juice to be mixed with your blackstrap molasses, vitamin C helps with the absorption of the vitamins that you would get from your blackstrap molasses. Now, this blackstrap molasses is not just for someone that has anemia. If you suffer from any menstrual issues, you want to have it. It has magnesium, calcium, potassium, iron, and other nutrients in it. So you definitely want to add it part of your regimen in regards to just making sure you are on top of your health. Now, Tahini butter has about equivalent to the same vitamins that you would find in blackstrap molasses for those who will not do blackstrap molasses. Tahini butter, put it on some toasted bread or some crackers. It is an acquired taste, but I like it. So you can look into tahini butter and all the vitamin nutrients that it has in it. Now, fruits, grapes is ideal for anemia. You can do freshly squeeze grape juice freshly through your juice processor and get you some grape juice. You can even do maybe a fast on it where you're doing straight grape juice. Again, if you're diabetic, this is not something that you would do, or any health issues that might be a concern that you might not be able to take grape juice. Make sure this is something that you can or cannot do. Now, your whole grains, there's definitely a lot of different foods that have iron in it. You got your nuts and your seeds. Sunflower seeds are very beneficial. Make sure these are raw and unsalted, because we're not getting the sunflower seeds that we just sucking all the salt out of it and then chew and spit it out. We need raw sunflower seeds. If I say nuts and seeds, it's always going to be raw and just a handful right after your meal, your breakfast meal. And vegetables, all your different type of vegetables, because we need those vitamins and nutrients in our diet. Now, if there are going to be any additional supplements that is needed, it would be a B complete complex vitamin. Berry Treasure has a good one that you can get. It has all your B vitamins. Or separately, if you want to take just your B12 vitamin, this is also help with the fatigue, the constant fatigue and weakness that you might experience during having anemia or during your cycle. So that's just a few things that you can do other than you should exercise, have the hydrotherapy, hot and cold shower. You can check my video on cold and hot shower. Rest. You definitely want to sleep between the hours of 9-10. This helps with the body healing. If you're not getting enough sleep, you can see why the healing is not happening, okay? Fast between 5 to 6 hours. Fasting helps with anemia. So if you ate breakfast at 7, you would wait 5 to 6 hours to have lunch. Depending how early you had lunch, if you had it between the hours and 12 and 1, then you would have your supper between 5 and 6. But I would say something really, really light that's digestible really quick, like maybe a raw salad, maybe a smoothie, maybe some applesauce, but something light that you're not taking food to your in your sleep while you're sleeping and just sitting there. So you definitely want to make your meal, your last meal earlier in the day. But if you do have it a little later, make sure it's nothing heavy. So by fasting during those hours and not putting anything in your mouth helps with your healing and helps with anemia. Managing stress, because we know stress can cause many issues. High stress from a long period of time depletes certain vitamins and nutrients from your body. So this is where you might find another issue with absorption or deficiency in vitamins and nutrients. Prayer and faith is essential. I think and I believe faith in God, claiming those promises and thinking positive helps with healing. Just like thinking negative and thinking negative or negative thoughts can deplete your health. I think positive thinking and claiming the promises of God can help with healing. And detox. Lastly, but not last, is detoxing. You definitely want to consider thinking about detoxing. There's so many ways to detox. You can detox externally. You can detox internally. You can do a sauna to sweat out. That's another way to detox. There's certain things that you can take, like teas. You can take, do a fast on certain juices to detox. I have a detox menu on my book called Eat to Lose Boot Camp. You can find it on my website, sheiswhole.org. And it has other menus on there. You can find on my website a raw meal menu. That's a way to detox. I have a whole chapter on detoxing in my book. Look into that. And I'm going to show you. And also, I also want to mention enemas. You can do enemas once or twice a year. That's a great way to detox the colon. In my book, I have one on a liver detox, because your health is carried in your liver. So you definitely want to look into that. Now, the 3 things that I talked about, and I'm going to show again, is the blackstrap molasses. You can get this online or at your nearest health food store, like Whole Foods sells it. I got a green power drink that you can get off Star West Botanicals. I'll list the link below. I get no income from it or any money from it. This is just what I use and I'm sharing with you just for overall health. And I mentioned the beetroots. These are just a few things that you can do for your health. Now, I done talked about all that you can do. I'm sure there's more that I did not list, but these are just a few things that you can do for your overall health as relates to anemia. Make sure you exercise. Make sure you go to sleep on time. Make sure you rest. Make sure you find ways to manage your stress. Take time with God. Journal if you have to. That might be a way to handle your stress and another outlet to not just carry it on your body. Until next time, have a great day. And remember, mind, body, and spirit. Let's be healthy.